So they don't owe you for nothing, homie. Whatever you pour into your children, your kids don't owe you for nothing, homie. Whatever you pour into your children, there's no return check on that. They don't owe you for that. If they don't go over and do nothing for you, they don't owe you nothing. They didn't ask to come here. Your children are a result of your choices. So they don't owe you nothing.
I wanna tell you something about that. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I grew up, and by me and us, I'm having a kid, and me and somebody wanted kids when we was kids. And it's not by choice, it's by fate. And I'm gonna tell you, when you have a kid by fate, you have to understand it.
Sure they are better than you.
Let me tell you, in the future is to come is so many other things. But let me tell you something. Kids are planned, and you got to know future. And most other people don't know how to take care of that future. My kid is not my kids. If I do have another kid, it's not going to be by my choices. It's going to be by faith and destiny. It's going to be by understanding that my kids got a key to play up in the universe. So I want them to know if I have a kid, it's going to be the key by choices. I got one. But he going to know his purpose to understand it. And his job is to protect his family and protect his heritage from other mindsets and other behavior in this earth. His job is going to be able to protect his mom and them or his brother or whatever that is and look out for his whatever that is. And trust me, you got to put your kid on a high pedestal for that to happen. But some of these parents live in an old style and they don't know how to support their kids and do things with that. One thing I promised myself, when I was a kid, I was gonna always never let nobody the business that put me down and the whatever that is that determine the outcome. A kid was planned. Charleston Wright, I see you talking about a lot of things. I could have had a lot more kids than I thought I could have had when I was a kid. Me and the person wanted the kid. So let me tell you something. Kids is planted by choice and love. Some people don't know those things. If you have choice and love and understanding, where can you go wrong at? And those kids got to know choice and love and understanding. And they have to know harmony into it. A woman should not open up her legs, a teenager should not open up their legs if you know till you know it's right. The understanding of those things have to be the greatest good for the greatest good. If another teen can't take care of his business, what he a weak. If nigga can't say nothing about me and say he's a weak. And if his other friend leeching off him and want him to go the wrong way, that's a threat. So the thing is, the difference between the avenue is my kid is gonna owe something. You know what's his job? To watch out for this world. To watch out for bad misconduct. To watch out for evil people. Watch out for deception. Out for people that don't want his family and him to grow. If it's a she, and when I have a she or whatever that is, I got a he, but when I have a she, that's the thing about that. That's what I want him to know. He have a purpose, and he do owe something to keep his mind and his spirit open on his enemies. Hey, how you doing? And that's gonna be what he owe his family. To keep that kingdom and keep that evilness from going and keep from people from bringing his family down. That's gonna be the main goal of his owing me something. To keep his family high in honor and watch out for the spirit of manipulation in this world. Different power mentality. There's a lot of manipulation in this world. I was telling my little niece, telling her something. You know, boys and me said, no, they're not. See, when you understand, you got them being a kid, but when they get older, they're gonna have to realize how these boys act. And I was telling my little niece, you don't want me to have a daughter. I feel sorry for y'all, man. You don't want me to have a daughter. I feel really sorry for y'all, man, because she'll have a sting gun on this side, a sting gun on that side, a sting gun on the front of her, and a sting on the back, and the one on her neck, and she can sting the fuck out you niggas. You know, that's the difference. My kid do owe me something to protect what is his, to keep his family there on top, and not let manipulation keep his eyes, his mind, and his spirit open. Those are the main thing that what you got. I'm walking with my kid, and I tell my kid, and he's up there playing on the phone. He playing a game on my phone, and he's walking down. I say, son, you have to look up. You just can't look down. You have to watch out for your surroundings. You gotta cross the street. You just can't look down when you. And I gotta watch him while he just want to play his game. I said, you gotta learn how to look up too, and learn how to do it. Because if you just pay attention to that game, bam, you gotta keep your eyes open. Those are the things that we have to understand in that format, right? Yeah, and that's the thing. But that's the thing. He do owe something to protect what is his, to understand the spiritual of others. It don't get manipulated. So that is the key of the power point that I want him to know. So those are the things that we have to understand. Yes. Yes, I would. But that's the thing. Yes, I will screen tomorrow. But that's the things I want him to understand. The key principle of my child to know about the spiritual side. Let me tell you, when we get on these jobs, it's gonna have a lot of manipulation. You're gonna have a lot of people trying to bring him down with the black generation, but I gotta tell him to keep your head focused. Positivity and focus. I feel sorry for him. I feel they don't want me to have girl. They really gonna my daughter ain't gonna be violent, but she gonna sting the fuck out you with that sting gun. You better be lucky. You better be lucky. They do have a responsibility. And let me tell you, and they're gonna have to know football can give up on them if you hurt your knee. That's why it's very thing to keep your education going and doing other things. Always keep multiple things open. I took my son in the community and I told him, son, you can have anything that you want. You don't have to steal, but your mind gonna have to strategize. You got to put your mind as a teenager. See, when you get older, you're gonna have to strategize. Know where to put your money at. It's not all about buying candy and this and that. If we don't learn from the way we did things, how can we understand of investing it? Because by the time we spend money on candy and do all of this, by the time you spend money on a PlayStation 5, that's spending money on investing in yourself. The world don't want us to invest in it, so that's why they put games in to distract us. And they put TVs to distract us most of the time. Because they want us to see how it really worked or what we want. So if you keep it, how many years they come out with an iPhone? They come out with an iPhone each month, right? Every other 6 months each year. They drop an iPhone, then right, except they drop a phone in January. iPhone in January. They coming right back out with one in September. They want you to keep spending your money, but they want you to not know your worth by the time they've been taking you for granted. Hey, how you doing? By the time you keep on, after you buy I had an iPhone 6 Plus, right? And that was my favorite phone, the i6 Plus. By the time I brought that phone, it was time to get another iPhone coming out, right? The understanding, right? You're going to keep spending your money, keep doing what you're doing. It's to throw you off your value. It's to throw you off of what you truly understand. And you got to realize that by the time your kids spend money on that candy or whatever you trying to spend money, you can spend that money on investing in yourself. Tell your kid, all right, what do you really want? Something that's going to be crafty. What do you really want? And that's what we got. That's what we really want. So if we talking about those things, we have to understand it. What do you really want? And we have to understand those things. What do you really want? To understand it. So I want Charleston, right, to really understand, like my kids got an obligation. No. And I'm gonna have to teach them about the spiritual, the understanding of that. When I was little, I was a Digimon fan. Like people don't even know. I used to like the red dinosaur, and I used to go around like they got the one dinosaur that used to go around one of the destroy worlds. This one master with the red dragon. I always wanted to know what the creator of the earth is, because he used to travel to the end of the earth. I used to have my Digimon gadget. And I used to take it, I think I had it at Newman Smith, probably one of the things. I used to have my Digimon little gadget thing and my little Digimon thing. I was a big Digimon fan. You know, I was just watching R. Kelly, iCarly, I mean, on something, and when they grown up, and it just reminded me of someone that's in that I'm dealing with. I had to deal with by tapping the porch, Jessica. It's just a scene. It's just something that whatever. So those are the things of what we understand, right? They remind me of other things too. So I was just watching that, in many avenues with that situation, right? So we are not gonna say that much, but I just wanted to show the like we ain't gonna speak on past life. When I was just watching our colleague when she got older, and it reminded me of something that happened on a porch, a tab at the porch. So is really the understanding where I have to understand. Like it just brought something. You know what I'm saying? So that is the thing with that one. Yes, and I had to go through that and I didn't know that one thing that I did would actually affect her and keep her distance from me. Like I say, hold up. After what happened, like I didn't even know, and she had a kid, so it was like I really, 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 really didn't understand why those things was. But I know, but I was like, she stopped coming around, and then she had a kid, so I was like, really what I did can really be that you can really take it that serious. So I was like, and that's what I was thinking at the time. I like what Chris Clark's sister said. I was like, really? My name is Hubert, Hubert. So that's the thing is with that. So I say, really, what I did to make you just push you away, and then Marissa started Capital coming around. And I started seeing Chris Clark, but she like this disappeared like right in like I had to go through that like disappeared in front of me like So we talked about many things. Like I was in one relationship before I met one ex. My first year I met, and this girl spit in my mouth. So and she told me she was you mine. So like I said, hold up. So we ain't gonna talk about that stuff because that's past. That was a kid. I had to drink a lot of cool drink after that. Like girl, like she told me you better not spit. I was like, oh look, girl, you doing too much. But we ain't gonna talk about all them things. It was way before I met anybody. So yeah. Yeah, you can't talk about stuff when your first year and this black girl. My teacher always asked about this girl at Newman Smith High School. Always asked about her. So I can never really understand what is the thing she's asking about, right? So